Hi everyone. I've had a few questions, which is awesome, keep them coming, and I'm going to try and do a weekly video on different topics. Anyway, I've been asked to introduce you to all our animals that we have at home here. So let's go and have a look, shall we?
This is Nancy. She's my seeing eye dog. And don't come too close to the camera, Nancy. And she's very, very cute. Having a bit of a stretch there. And when she's at home, she's off duty, so she doesn't have to do any work when she's at home. But when we're out and about, she's got a harness on. And when she's got her harness on, it's important never to touch the dogs, because it can be quite dangerous for both the person with the dog and the actual dog itself. It distracts them and can take their mind off the job, which can end quite badly for both of us. So it's important to remember that when you see them with, she's got a blue harness with seeing eye dogs written on it, and then guide dogs have got a different sort of harness, but it all means the same thing. It means they're working, and it means not to touch them or pay attention to them or speak to them or anything like that. But today she's not got a harness on, so she's just a pet dog, and most of the time at CPEC she's a pet dog as well. So
here we have Lola. She's one of our mother guinea pigs. She's had 2 babies this year, or 3, sorry. But one unfortunately died from heat stroke, which I'm not used to because I'm from Sydney, so I've learnt my lesson now to try and keep them cool. There you go, now you can see it better. She's quite friendly, happy to be around people, and she's just on her own for the moment, and sometimes comes down to CPEC to say hello. We do a bit of a rotation with her, Amity, and she's very, very people friendly, loves people. And she's got 3 babies at the moment. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to see them. I might try and stir them up for us so we can have a look at her 3 young babies. So there we go. We've got a little white one and a couple of black and white ones. They're very, very, very cute. And 1 has sold and 2 are still for sale. And all the money goes to helping our animals, going toward their feed and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah. Oh, here's our other one under here. I don't know if you can see, but there is one under there. Here's Milo. He's the father of all our babies at the moment, and he was actually found in someone's backyard, one of my friends, and she rang me up and said, would you like to take him? So we took him. He was a little bit skinny and had worms and mites and everything, so we wormed him and gave him lots of food and gave him a spray and cleaned him up, and he's looking really good now, and he's the father of 6 babies, so he's doing really well. We only breed 2 mothers a year to ensure that I can tame the babies up and make them nice and friendly for family pets. So, and he's the father of all 6 babies this year. Here we have 2 of Lola's babies. They're running around like mad, so it's going to be a bit hard to keep up with them. There we go, there's Macca, and see if we can catch Stormy. There he is. There's Stormy and Macca in the grass cage at the moment. Rather do a rotational system, so each night we change guinea pigs, and they're 2 that I've bred. Macca is owned by one of our volunteers, but she can't keep him at home, so he's ended up staying with us, and I decided to keep Stormy. They're only a couple months old now, so they're doing really well. Okay, so here we have Turkle, our rescue turkey girl. They're not the prettiest of birds, but she's likes people and quite friendly. So she might be going in to lay an egg, maybe into a little house in there. So she's doing really well. Her siblings and parents were mauled by dogs, unfortunately. I did have a male turkey, but he got a bit too protective, so I sold him to a lovely family that wanted him for the chickens. And there you've got Fluffy, the duck that was a duckling, from the side of the road, side of a highway, sorry. And he's obviously quite
big now. He's not a duckling at all. He's about the same size as the turkey, so he's doing really well as well. You can hear him hissing there. That's the duck. For the people that are vision impaired and can't actually see the video, that hissing noise is not the turkey. It's the duck. Fluffy the duck. Standing with our turkey and duck, we have Cece. You can just see his rug. Cece was my competition horse and is now retired. I'd like to bring him down to see Pet possibly when we have our own property, but there's just not enough space for him down there at the moment. I'll try and get a better photo of him for this video, but yeah, you can kind of see him standing there. And he's got itch, that's why he's got rugs on all the time, to try and stop the midges from biting him.